Hey guys, it's JFCMsnakes here, and in today's video I will be covering why I named my snakes what I did, and so I'll just be going through all my snakes, talking to you about their names, what it means, why I chose it. Nothing too serious, just a little video on Wednesday. It shouldn't be too long either, so we'll just get straight into Car. And so if you like this video, please leave a like and comment down below. And yeah, we'll get straight into the first snake, which is Car. Okay, yeah, so up first we have Car. Now, Car is an Abertuckety corn snake and was my first snake. Here he is. Lovely snake. He's probably just about reached adult size now. And I really like him. But the reason I chose the name Car was probably just because I like Jungle Book, and that was like a snake that I can think of at the time, a famous snake. So that's why I chose Car. No special reason, just I liked that name, and he was in a popular children's movie that I watched. And I suppose he could be considered a famous snake. So that's why I named Car. And now we'll move on to Lelantos. Okay guys, so after Car, the next snake I got was Lelantos here. He is a pastel royal python. He's now around 2 years old. He was born December 2013, I think on the 13th. So his birthday was 3 days ago. So happy birthday. And basically, Lee is short for Lelantos, which is what I called him. And Lelantos is a Greek god of hunters' ability to stalk prey or something like that. And so I just thought it was quite fitting. Now, ironically, he hasn't eaten in 12 months. So it's kind of like backfired on me. But he's still a really cool snake. He's really pretty, as you can see. The camera doesn't really pick up his yellows as bright as they are. But yeah, he's a really nice snake. I really like him. Hopefully he'll come back onto feed soon. But yeah, that's Lelantos, and now we'll move on to Coco. Okay, so the next snake I've got to show is Coco, my pinstripe royal python. And obviously here you can kind of see why she is named Coco. Camera isn't really picking up our colours very well though. There you go. If we can bring back here a bit, there you go. What about the lighting here? Maybe? Yeah. Basically she's brown and black, much like chocolate. So Coco, it's just a name that I thought of really. But she's very nice. Coco is definitely one of my favourites, possibly a future breeder. She's really pretty, you can see in her face. Yeah. Here you go. She's really gorgeous. I love her colours, I love her patterning. And she feeds like a tank every week, constantly. So I'm definitely really happy with her and how she's coming along. She's now about 1,400 grams. She's smashing small rats every week. Possibly moving her up to medium rats when she hits about 1,600 grams. And then it's the course about 2,000 to get her to breeding weight. I still haven't 100% decided if I'm going to breed or not. Mainly due to the fact of Lee. Because if he doesn't eat, then he'll never be able to breed. And I'm not sure how many more snakes I'm getting. So yeah, this is Coco, my pinstripe female royal. Now we'll move on to Arya. Okay guys, so next up I have Arya, my Spider Mojave royal python. She's a female, and her name is actually a character from Game of Thrones. I absolutely love Game of Thrones. It's one of my favourite TV shows. And so I thought, what better to do than name two of my snakes after Game of Thrones characters. Now this is obviously after Arya, Arya Stark. Great snake, feeds really well. She's quite head shy, she's quite speedy, but she's a very nice snake and I absolutely adore her. So yeah, let's give you a little headshot, and now I'll put her back and we'll move on to my carpet python. Okay, so this is my carpet python Rug, and it's a pretty obvious name as to why I called him Rug. Carpet Rug. He was going to be called Monty, however I thought that was a bit generic, so I thought I'd switch it up a little bit, and finally Rug kind of prevailed. But I love the name now. Now that I've got him, Rug just really seems to suit him. like I said, I really like the name Rug. Cool name for a carpet python, I think. Oh, as you can see, a lovely snake, feeds really well. But yeah, Rug, cool name, I liked it, and that's why he's called Rug. I think I got the idea, I had the idea for Rug about 2 weeks before I even got him. A lot of my snakes I had pre-named, to be honest. Coco wasn't pre-named because when I got her, I didn't know what I was getting on the day. Like, I knew I was getting a raw python, but I didn't know what type. Car wasn't pre-named either. I don't think Lalantos was either, but Rug was, Arya was, Misa was, Quincy was, but Peaches wasn't. So we'll move on to Misa, my albino Nelson's milk snake. Okay, so next up is Misa, my albino Nelson's milk snake, like I just said. And basically her name is once again another Game of Thrones reference. It's basically Daenerys Targaryen's name that she's briefly called. I think it's like in High Valyrian or something. And it basically means our queen, but I just really like the name. And Khaleesi was taken by my brother, so I couldn't really use that. So I thought I'd use Misa, spelled M-H-Y-S-A. Absolutely lovely snake. Love her so much. He's just so colourful. I'm trying to get you in the light a bit. There you go. She's a beautiful snake. Absolutely love her. She's definitely grown a lot bigger if you compare her to when I got her. When I got her, she was on pinky mice, and now she's on small mice. Which in the UK, I don't know what it's called in the America for the difference, but that's like going from like this, like this. So she's on a lot bigger mice now. She's growing very quickly, and I can't wait until she's bigger. Now we'll move on to my final two remaining snakes, the snakes that I picked up at Doncaster in November, and that is my Western Hognose Peaches and my Brazilian Rainbow Boa. Okay, so last, but not, well, second to last, we have Peaches, my albino Western Hognose snake. I named Peaches just because of the colours and because I'm a huge fan of Ice Age. So nothing really special about this name. I named it after I got her because I didn't, like I said, I went and knew I wanted a Hognose, but I didn't know any of the morphs, and it doesn't really matter because I'm never going to breed them. Well, I might breed them in the future, however, when I went to Doncaster I wasn't going looking for a specific morph, I just wanted a cool looking animal, and I found this Hoggy. And if I could remember the guy I bought it off, I'd tell you. I think I've got it on a little card somewhere, but she's perfectly healthy. So if I can find that name, I might leave it in a future video. But this is a absolutely gorgeous snake. Yeah. And now, for last but not least, we'll move on to Quincy, my Brazilian Rainbow Boa. Okay, so last up we have this cute little guy. It's not focusing on him at all. But here you can see him. I don't know where you'll see him best in the light. So you can see him quite well there. But this is him. He's an absolutely amazing snake. Now the name Quincy came about because I just thought it sounded really cool. There was absolutely zero reason why he has this name. I don't even know anyone called Quincy. I don't know anything called Quincy. I just thought it was a nice name. So that concludes this video. Now you know why all my snakes are called what they are. And if you didn't know my snakes' names, now you do. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Like I said at the start, if you do like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Look forward to Saturday when I'm making a cool video on the pros and cons of feeding your snakes varied diets. And goodbye from this little bugger. Very quick. I absolutely love rainbow boas now. Definitely my favourite type of snake. I just love them so much. They're just cool. Okay, so I'll see you all on Saturday. It's been JFCMsnakes.